Hello, I'm Tapish, a member of Group 2 formed for the purpose of this assignment. We'll be presenting on how Zomato, a multinational restaurant aggregator and food delivery platform, used market research to improve its mobile application. This presentation is divided into multiple parts. First, there is an executive summary that provides an overview of the main points. Then there is an introduction followed by research methods deployed by the company, the analysis of research data and findings. Thereafter, we'll cover limitations, recommendations, and the conclusion to the presentation. So let's begin with executive summary. Zomato, as mentioned, is a multinational restaurant aggregator and food delivery platform. In fact, it is one of the leading players in the market in this sector in India. The company identified and prioritized usability issues with the restaurant business section of its mobile application. Thereafter, the company conducted research using qualitative tools such as surveys and interviews in order to obtain primary, that is, first-hand data from restaurant owners in Delhi NCR region to gain understanding of what the restaurant owners think of the platform and what do they do with the platform. And so after receiving this data, the company created an ideal restaurant owner's target persona and then used a top-down approach for decluttering and improving the app through design changes. It must be noted that surveys and personal interviews let the company gather important insights about the experience of restaurant owners on the application, but these methods of data collection have limitations. For example, restaurant owners may have given dishonest responses, or the person who interviewed them might have influenced them during the course of the interview. These research limitations, however, did not prevent Zomato from improving the mobile application for its B2B partners, that is, restaurant owners. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite Angad to take the presentation forward.
Hello everyone, my name is Angad Mahajan and I'll be talking on the introduction of Zomato. A leading food tech startup in India in its initial years had only focused on food. Hence, it projected itself as the Amazon for food, enabling users to browse through good restaurants in their neighborhood and order and review food items from within their application. Zomato, in order to improve the experience for restaurant owners, the company conducted research to learn more about their obstacles. With over 2.5 lakh restaurant listings, Zomato glided into research mode with the problem question that how they might improve the mobile app experience of their restaurant partners and bring more business to them. It was imperative for Zomato to have an in-depth understanding of the restaurant community members, of who they are, how they work, and simply what the users think of the app, what they do with the app, etc. Narrowing down forward, finding a solid solution, the company had designed a research initiative to redesign its app. Elaborate efforts were initiated for required changes to cater the needs of the restaurateurs through user market research. I would now let Vishwa take this PPT forward. As you can
Hi, my name is Vishwa, and I'll be talking about the research method and procedure used in this study. How was this research conducted? The Zomato team for business went to several restaurant owners situated in Delhi NCR, National Capital Region, to understand their story behind the Zomato application. So they went to several owners just to know about their everyday struggles with the platform, how they could make it easier by making it more interactive for them, how they wanted to make changes to the platform, or how they wanted to look upon this platform for their growth or for their online growth. So these things I'll be talking about these things in the next slide. What was done: the team actually divided the restaurant owners into three groups, or let's say three personas. The first one were owners running a chain of restaurants who hires a marketing team to take care of their content on the application. So these were the owners who did not have a lot of time and they did not want to focus a lot on the Zomato application by themselves, which is why they hired a team to manage everything in Zomato. And these teams were the ones who were primarily contacting the Zomato team to make any changes or if they had any queries. The second one were the standalone yet tech savvy restaurant owners who manage everything on their own. So these were the restaurant owners, and also saying that these were the persona that they wanted to focus more on, since they were the one who are interacting with the platform on their own, like having their own personal touch. And the third one were the owners who look upon their food as a priority and show low interest in technology. These were the owners who did not have a lot of priority for Zomato. They just wanted to focus on their food quality, their uh, I they also wanted to take care of their customers who were coming in and out, and did not focus a lot on the deliveries or the pickups. After this, let's talk about the updates that they brought towards the application. So the first update that they brought was they removed descriptive content and replaced it with more actionable content. As you can see in the screenshot on the right side, these were the updates that they brought. So they just cluttered every content, and they made it more actionable, because these things are something that you can easily recognize as to what these things might be. And the second one was reduce number of tabs for creating or editing content. Let's say if a owner wants to add a new menu, or if he wants to add a new product, he can easily go through these things without having to go through so many steps. And these were also the concerns that were shown by the owners, that their work was really a tough task. They had to go through several clicks, they had to go through several menus just to make sure that their content is uploaded. The other things were they added a feed for ordering history, which includes revenue for each order. So the owners actually had a complaint saying that they cannot see the revenue for each of these orders individually, as well as for the daily purposes. Let's say that in a day, how much revenue did they collect? So the Zomato platform did not have that much of information, which is why the update was brought in. The other part was more in-depth features to analytics. And since you know that analytics works a huge role just to know how much your business is how progressive your business is right now, or if you're having any ups and downs on a daily basis. So they brought an in-depth feature just to see just to make the things more easier for the owners. The other updates were they changed the appearance of the application to the gold, white, black theme. So these are the color palettes that are used frequently just to give a royal touch, a rich touch to the application, and they just are in a hope that maybe this might make it more attractive and interactive for the owners. The last one was they reduced number of tabs for creating or editing content, which was actually previously covered in the previous slide. How was it done? They conducted face to face interviews, anecdotes, and feedback emails with the restaurant owners to help update their Zomato for Business application. With the constant complaints narrated by the restaurant owners, they understood their struggle. As you can see in the screenshot, this was actually uploaded by the Zomato business team, and they show that they actually went to all the owners face to face. They asked them a lot of queries, and they even wanted to get the best feedbacks from them as to how they upload the content, what kind of struggles were they having. If they were not knowledgeable about any of the concepts, they would have helped them out. Why was it done? Zomato for Business conducted market research to get to the roots of restaurant owners' problems. The first being the accessibility through the application. They wish to give their customers a sleek pathway to access their content. The second is providing more realistic and real time data and analytics and order histories. These core issues help restaurant owners save time and bring more income to Zomato for Business. Their main goal at the end was to bring more business, and that is only done when they know that the restaurant owners are happy with their application. And just to make sure that all of these things come into place, they personally went to all these owners just to know about their issues, their concerns. These restaurant owners were also interacting with the team via email IDs, FAQs, Zomato FAQs. They even tried to email them for the feedbacks, and after all, they worked on all of these things and later on come up with the update. The research design. Zomato for Business used the qualitative research approach to get to the core of the business. For this case, the Zomato for Business team went to several business owners to conduct face to face surveys on how they could improve their work for their platform. With this personal attention, the owners were open about their day to day struggles with the application and gave many feedbacks that helped the team implement these surveys into an actionable plan. So, this is how they did it. They gave a personal touch, which is really important, and knowing that the platform's team actually came to you and asked for their feedback, that made it more trustworthy for them, which is the case because even if we are trying to buy a tool or a service, we just want to know if we are a priority for them. We just want to make sure that they do give us that much of importance.
As you can see, these are the two screenshots of how the apps were earlier and now how they have been presented to the public. On the left side, the app used to be very cluttered and was all over the place. And now it's more simplified and user friendly. On the right side, it gives real-time update for online order and also informs the users about new upgrades available and new features on their app. Types of data used. The primary data, they conducted primary research by asking questions to many consumers about the application journey. Zomato for Business asked these questions through many surveys, reached out to restaurant owners through customer care, and to answer their queries, conducted personal interviews with owners and asked for their feedback via email communications. In secondary data, there is no evidence of Zomato for Business using secondary research to conduct their market research.
Hello everyone, my name is Manpreet Singh and today I'll be covering on the tools that were used for the data collection. So basically they used surveys as their strong point of market research. The team divided their customers into three personas. The first was the owners who were running their restaurant chains that hire a marketing team to manage their business. They decided to make things easy for them by implementing simple solutions for their time-taking tasks. And the second one, the business owners who were tech lovers, and these owners who left their jobs to start a career in the food industry. They have their priority on food and their food business. For them, feedback from their customers is most crucial factor, and for them, they implemented in depth analytics. The third were the owners who do not show much interest in technology as their primary focus was on the food. For this group, they made changes to their platform by bringing attractive features like a sliding carousel and changing their colors palette to make to look more rich and engaging. So next, I will be covering sample chosen and the sampling technique. They took matter into their hand by conducting primary research via restaurant owners residing in Delhi NCR only. The technique chosen behind the previously shown personas was based on their business priorities. As we can see that earlier Zomato aimed to make things more smooth for their customers regardless of their preferences. As such, there are no given numbers on the group of owners they choose for the surveys.
My name is Palak, and I'm explaining the data analysis and findings on Zomato. Zomato was started as a simple restaurant listing directory in 2008. The company has come a long way since then, venturing into multiple business segments, making the business more diverse than a Zomato user interacting with the business would think it to be. Currently, Zomato makes money from three business segments: food delivery, dining out, and hyperpure. The food delivery segment earns commissions from restaurants and delivery charges from customers. Dining out generates revenue mainly from Zomato Pro and Zomato Pro Plus. Hyperpure makes money by selling ingredients to restaurants. The future idea of Zomato is to add multiple large core businesses to the existing core, and this is how they envisioned it. This is the business model canvas of Zomato, explained in depth. It includes elements such as key partners, channels, key resources, key activities, revenue streams, cost structure, value propositions, customer relationship, customer segments, and delivery providers. The company model of Zomato offers its clients a great selection of values. The following are the values of Zomato, making Zomato unique and admirable. Zomato works to maintain an impartial platform. Hyperpure constantly helps to keep the food supplies high. The Hyperpure's Zomato's project offers fresh, squeaky clean, and high quality meals to its partner eateries. They are vigorously growing their services. Now they have given reservations for tables, cater for companies, and feed India. They promise affordability without jeopardizing their business. They deliver the best information to their consumers, assist them to make an informed choice as readable as possible. Zomato was started as a simple restaurant listing directory in 2008. The company has come a long way since then, venturing into multiple business segments, making the business more diverse than a Zomato user interacting with the business would think it to be. Currently, Zomato makes money from three business segments: food delivery, dining out, and Hyperpure. The food delivery segment earns commissions from restaurants and delivery charges from customers. Dining out generates revenue mainly from Zomato Pro and Zomato Pro Plus. Hyperpure makes money by selling ingredients to restaurants. The future idea of Zomato is to add multiple large core businesses to the existing core, and this is how they envisioned it. This is the business model canvas of Zomato, explained in depth. It includes elements such as key partners, channels, key resources, key activities, revenue streams, cost structure, value propositions, customer relationship, customer segments, and delivery providers. The company model of Zomato offers its clients a great selection of values. The following are the values of Zomato, making Zomato unique and admirable. Zomato works to maintain an impartial platform. Hyperpure constantly helps to keep the food supplies high. The Hyperpure's Zomato's project offers fresh, squeaky clean, and high quality meals to its partner eateries. They are vigorously growing their services. Now they have given reservations for tables, cater for companies, and feed India. They promise affordability without jeopardizing their business. They deliver the best information to their consumers, assist them to make an informed choice as readable as possible.
So next, I will be talking about the limitations of this research project. As we know, every research project has its own set of limitations. There are only a few disadvantages in this scenario. The first significant limitation is that the sample group was insufficient and too limited. Only the restaurant owners in Delhi NCR were surveyed and interviewed for this study. The another limitation is the reliance on the accuracy of the respondents. Respondent does not always feel it necessary to provide accurate and truthful responses. The last limitation is that in the case of interviews, the interviewers have the opportunity to impact the interviewee's comments in response.
Hey, Kashish here. I will be presenting the conclusion and recommendation. To make it app more user-friendly, Zomato took personal interview of restaurant owners in Delhi NCR, where most of the users found that app was too cluttered and they wanted app to update online orders revenue in real time, and the usage of app was too time consuming. Well, after completing its research, Zomato made two key changes to their app. First, it decluttered the app by removing descriptive content and making it shorter. And they also added a online order history with revenue which updates in real time, giving restaurants an idea on how much they are earning.